It's on. Hello?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. We're very delighted to have you here today with us. And we're going to share the program in a second, but as a country governed by God, we will start this meeting with a prayer led by Diana, and then we'll do the introductions and get into it. Thank you very much.
Let's humble ourselves for a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we gather here today with hearts filled with gratitude and joy as we embark on this very exciting campaign. We request and humbly request for your wisdom to guide us through this, your strength to sustain us, and your love to inspire us throughout this journey. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Our agenda today is very brief, but very impactful. We'll be doing the introduction of the team here with me, and then we'll jump into the presentation. I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Primrose Kobsinje, and I'm the head of marketing at Finca Uganda. You're most welcome here today. Thank you for responding to my emails and confirming your attendance and coming in big numbers. I'll let my ED introduce himself.
My name is Robert Kakande, the Executive Director of Finca Uganda. Good morning, and you're all very welcome.
Hello, good morning, all of you who are here with us. Good morning, everyone online. My name is James Onyuta. I'm the Managing Director of Finca. It's a pleasure having you all here with us today. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Edward Senoga. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer at Finca Uganda. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you. I think we'll get to know the members of the press at the Q&A, because if we do the whole introduction, it will be a lot of time consumed. So my work is to welcome you here today and set the agenda and the pace for this occasion. We're very excited to have you, as we mentioned, because we are very excited to make the announcement that we are making today. We're going to talk about something that is very pertinent to our country and furthers the agenda of government in financial inclusion and what we are doing differently as an organization to ensure that we are tapping into these resources or furthering this agenda on behalf of our country and everybody. So without further ado, I will invite my executive director to go right into the presentation. And after he's done, the MD will officially launch this. And after the MD's launch, then we'll go into the Q&A where you can ask us questions and we'll answer them like the experts that we are. And later on, we shall wait for your feedback on what has been launched. Thank you very much. Rules of engagement, please have all your phones on silence because we are having a live feed on YouTube and Facebook. For the members on YouTube and Facebook, you're much welcome here today. Please share with everybody so that the message goes out in very big numbers. Thank you very much, and over to you, ED.
Thank you very much, Prim, and thank you for the warm introduction. A good morning to all of you once again, and a very big welcome to the press, the Fourth Estate. Thank you for being very good partners of Finca Uganda. Today is a very beautiful day at Finca Uganda as we launch a campaign dubbed Gonza Life. Gonza Life is about making life easy, and it's about transacting and winning. 2 years ago, we invited you here to launch our digital channels. At the time, we launched our mobile financial services. We launched our agency banking platform with a partnership with Centenary. We also launched our Visa card, working with a partnership with UBA Bank. I'm glad to report that we've seen tremendous growth since then. We've seen the number of transactions grow, and I can confirm that 66% of our transactions go through the channels right now. So our campaign today is about financial inclusion, and as you're aware, Finca Uganda has a very big role to play as far as financial inclusion is concerned. The stats are very clear for us to see. 23% of women and 22% of men are currently excluded from the financial sector right now. And this is as a result of access and convenience, especially to our rural population out there. We realize that many of our people don't have access, and as Finca Uganda, we have a very big role to play. And this campaign is about access, but at the same time providing convenience. We want to contribute to the big population out there that doesn't have access to these financial services out there. So we have a solution, and the solution is Gonza Life. Gonza Life is about making financial inclusion very attractive. Attractive not only to our current customers, but also to our potential customers and prospective customers out there. At Finca Uganda, because of the channels that we have, you can open up an account from the comfort of your living room by simply dialing *203# and select Finca Kusimu, as long as you have a national ID, and boom, there you are. You have an account opened with Finca Uganda. We also open accounts at your doorsteps and in your living room using our digital field automation. I think we are the only financial institution that can open accounts out there in the field. We also have access to the channels that I've talked about, and all these not only make access very possible for us, but also convenience for our customers. So the campaign Gonza Life today is about reward. You have been faithful, you have been great, you've been so close to us as customers. Today, we want to reward our customers. We want to reward our customers for transacting. And the campaign is very, very simple. Starting today, the 1st of August up to 31st of October, we want to launch a Gonza Life campaign. Gonza, like all of you know, is about easy, making life easy, making everything easy, transacting easily. So this is going to make banking very attractive to the 45 million Ugandans out there. Like I said, we have channels utilization of up to 66% right now. We want to increase this to about 75% so that we have more and more people transacting from the comfort of their living rooms, from the comfort of their workplaces. People don't have to come to Finca branch to be able to transact. And therefore, we are doing our best to ensure that we make life easy and also contribute to the campaign by government to make this economy as cashless as possible. There you go. So what are the prizes? What do we have in stock for you? We have motorcycles, we have smartphones, we have solar systems. The grand prize is going to be 3 motorcycles. We are going to give away 3 motorcycles to customers that transact 4 times a week. We are going to have weekly prizes, and we are going to give away 24 smartphones. We are going to give away 2 smartphones every week. We have solar systems. You can see how excited the lady is. And we are going to give away 36 solar systems over a 3-month period. So please don't be left behind. If you're a Finca customer, simply transact and win. If you're not yet a Finca customer, *203#, open up an account, transact and win. So the campaign is very simple. Like I said, it's based on number of weekly transactions, only 4 transactions. These transactions can also include loan transactions, so you can take a loan and as long as you take a loan with Finca Uganda, you enter the weekly draw. So make 4 transactions, and those transactions should be at least of 60,000 shillings to join the draw, and you stand a chance to win these weekly prizes. The grand draw will be held at the end of the 3 months, and it will include all the qualifying customers that have transacted over the period. So it's very simple, like I've said, Gonza Life, transact and win. So with those few remarks, I want to end this and invite our MD to launch our campaign officially. Thank you very much. Over to you, MD.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Robert, for introducing the Gonza Life. I can imagine the excitement out there. My job is very simple. I've been asked to officially launch this. But before I do that, like anyone else launching, allow me to say a few words, if you may. I want to really commend our team for putting this together. This drive is about financial inclusion, and we've dubbed it Gonza Life, Transact and Win campaign. Let's talk a bit about Finca. We've been in this market for over 31 years. And Finca is a part of a network of 17 subsidiaries globally. And our mandate is quite simple. We are here to alleviate poverty. And to alleviate poverty, we do that by providing financial services to you, our customers, and the people out there, so that we can all together build assets and improve on our inclusion as we know it is strongly rooted in empowerment of our people. And at Finca, we empower customers through multiple ways. Robert has talked about the financial services that we offer. We do this through credit that you know us for quite a long time. We do this through transactional services, and we do this through deposit balances that we offer to our customers through deposit transactions. Now, over the years, we've evidenced the fact that improved financial access and indeed expanding reach of financial services smoothens our customers' financial spend. It also increases their ability to invest in education, in health, and in other life priorities. Now, our investments in these areas are geared, as I said, to improve the livelihood of our customers. Over the last years or so, we've brought to you multiple products, and we've deployed these through the digital financial services strategy that my colleague Robert talked about. We launched quite a number of products. I wouldn't repeat them, but just to mention a few: the Finca Mobile, the Finca Kusimu, the Digital Field Automation Platform, the Visa branded debit cards, and we've seen all of these contribute significantly to Finca's expansion of transactions countrywide. This, as he mentioned, is contributing to over 66% of the total bank's transaction. We expect to see this ratio grow to over 70% by the end of this year. Moreover, this shift in financial services has seen us actually bring services even more closer to the doorsteps of our customers. In the last 6 weeks, we've opened new locations, physical locations in Mubende. My ED was here recently launching Chivoga as well. And the purpose of this is really to take financial services to the last mile. Now, you may have known Finca for quite a while to be a very strong player in the credit sector of this market, offering financial services to micro, small, and medium enterprises across the country. But we do more than that. You'll be amazed to know that actually, over the last 18 months, we have deployed over 100 billion shillings in capital to agriculture sector. And we know that agriculture is a backbone of a lot of Ugandans. It is what brings food to our table. It is what actually drives many families for economic dependency. So that is one area that we are strong in, and we encourage you to use all our multimedia channels to find out more of that product. But most importantly as well, we have a robust transactional service system, as mentioned to you already. Over 150,000 transactions that we are facilitating monthly, And we do that through those multi-digital financial service offerings we've talked about. But suffice to say, you can also invest with Finca. We have one of the most attractive rates for the deposits in Finca that you will have. And I believe that with this campaign, we will further the need for Ugandans to save more. We've seen statistics about how many Ugandans are actually saving and how many even have the ability to save beyond $1 or beyond 3,500 or 4,000 Uganda shillings. That number is too small, and this campaign hopes to actually reach a multitude of people to promote this. The Transact and Win campaign seeks to expand our customer base by using an incentive to attract customers into formal financial services. It also seeks to reward our customers who have been loyal to us and have walked through this transformation journey with us. And further on, as elaborated by our head of marketing, Primrose, here, we will continue to engage through our multimedia channels. And I would like her, before I launch, just mention to you all those multimedia channels we have, because one of the things we do value is conversations with our customers. Finca remains rooted in our grassroots down to the last mile, in urban centers, peri-urban, and down to the rural areas. And we value that. We do that through the over 400, recently launching a WhatsApp chatbot called Flora, where you can use that to not only engage Finca, but also instantly open an account. Thank you for listening to me. Mine was quite a brief one. My major task is to unveil the campaign and really launch it for the benefit of all of you. Once again, thank you and good morning. Primrose?
Thank you, MD. Finca Uganda is on all the channels. I say that with so much delight, even TikTok. It's there as Finca_Uganda, Facebook, Finca Uganda, Twitter, Finca_Uganda. Our website is finca.ug, and which other channel have I missed out? We have a chat bot on 0772 429 904. Our toll free is 0800 262 262. So we're really available in all the channels that our customers can get through to us. And if all those really don't work, even the branch network will work. We will respond to any queries there. Thank you very much. I'm going to invite the MD, the ED, and the CCO, Edward, to stand up and unveil the campaign officially. Thank you.
Okay, so here we are. We officially launch our Gonza Life campaign. It says Gonza Life, transact and win with Finca, stand a chance to win big with every transaction. Lots of prizes to be won, and don't miss out to your chance. This campaign is open to Finca customers, plus those of you who are not yet our customers, but are joining Finca after this session. Thank you very much. Here we go.
Thank you very much. We'll take our seats and take the questions. We wish to thank all those online. Thank you very much for joining us. Please drop your questions in the chat and somebody will be able to read them out for you here. I'd like to ask Muneza to anchor this session, the Q&A session. You can use this one.
So it will be your name, media house, and then the question. Thank you. How many do you take? Okay, 3.
Thank you. My name is Wycliffe Seven. I work with Radio 1, and mine is a bit different, but related to Gonza life anyway. Parliament recently passed a bill that will enable the enactment of Islamic banking, rather the implementation of Islamic banking. As Finca Uganda would love to know your take on that and how ready you are to roll it out. Then the other one is there's a revision of the microfinance deposit taking institution requirement for capital for the microfinance institutions. I know you haven't been consulted, but you should be having your input. Would love to know what you think about that.
Mine is Nebert Rugadia, Uganda Radio Network. It's related to his last question. What is Finca? When
Good morning. My name is Felix from Brand Elix News. I'm more interested in the money. How much is Finca sinking in this campaign?
Okay, let's first take the 3 then.
Good. So I'll take the questions from Wycliffe from Radio 1, and Edward can take an opportunity to sell Finca to answer the Radio Network gentleman's question. So first, starting with the amendment of the MDI Act. You are right, the MDI Act amendment allows for micro-deposit institutions to now conduct Islamic banking. This act was assented to by the President in the month of July, I believe, just over last month. And we are in the process now of actually working with the central bank under their guidance, because they have to release regulations on this. While we look at also designing products that will actually take advantage of this new license option to deliver the product into the market. So you will hear from us in the coming months as we seek to indeed develop the products and offer that to the market. I must say also on your second question as regards to the capital requirements for micro-deposit institutions, we have been consulted actually. We've been in constant engagement with the central bank. These conversations have been ongoing for quite a while. I believe over 2 years now. We are aware of this. I must say in this segment for micro-deposit institutions, the recommendation is for capital, paid up minimum capital to be increased from 500 million shillings to 10 billion shillings. Finca Uganda, I must say, is compliant even with the 10 billion mark, with our paid up capital sitting at over 18 billion shillings as we speak. But these, I know, are matters that are still at discussion at the Parliament, and indeed we will continue to support the discussions as we all seek to expand the offerings in the market through increased capital deployment within Uganda. So thank you very much. I hope I was able to answer those 2 questions adequately. Yes, I want to confirm that, yes, even at 10 billion, Finca is fully compliant with the new capital requirements. Our core capital paid up is, our paid up capital is well over 18 billion shillings, as I mentioned. And this has come through really the growth of Finca in this market. As I mentioned, Finca has existed for over 31 years in Uganda. And our commitment of our shareholders has been to deploy capital back for expansion of our mandate and reach more financially excluded people within Uganda. So we'll continue to invest in Uganda and expand our capital outlay, because it's on the basis of that capital that we can actually expand financial services. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll talk about Finca Uganda. So Finca is part of a global microfinance organization that has benefits for low-income entrepreneurs. In Uganda, Finca Uganda is right now in 30 locations and offering financial services to people in the villages. But again, we have come out of the villages and also helping out people in the urban centers with multiple products. Some of the products we are doing right now are refugee financing, but we're financing entrepreneurs. We're financing groups normally in the villages, group lending. But again, we're also financing business people in the urban areas with the loan amounts beyond 400 million shillings. With the new adjustments, we want to increase that to even up to about 700 million shillings. But we're also offering higher loan amounts. We have multiple products like the credit cards we have talked, debit cards we have talked about, the loans and savings accounts as well, fixed deposit accounts. We have some of the best interest rates on savings accounts, fixed deposit accounts. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe as a follow-up question, after 30 years, why haven't you become a commercial bank, or do you have plans for that?
I can take that question, and I think it's a good question. Look, the license form that Finca Uganda takes or will take is going to be informed about whether it actually is the best form of delivery of our mandate. As I mentioned in my speech, Finca exists for a sole purpose of eliminating poverty. And you can only do that by really providing meaningful and impactful financial services to people who need financial backing to get out of that poverty. So we work with micro and small customers as our main mandate. So, and we know that the Microfinance Deposit Institution Act or regulations was really focused to target this segment. Now, what we look at is the ability to reach this segment affordably and in the most impactful way, being able to serve their needs. And so far, I believe our current license form is doing that. And most recently, with the adjustments of the Act, it allows us now to do agency banking, which allows for expansion of these services to the last mile, to the rural areas, without opening a big branch per se. Secondly, it's allowing for that bank assurance that actually provides even additional services, insurance services, on top of the basic traditional banking services that you're aware of. And Islamic banking, as you mentioned, all provide those opportunities for expansion of our services under the current license. So that is, I think, the key answer I can give you. To the extent that our current form and license meets that mandate, Finca would...
How much we have sunk in this campaign. It's not only today that we are hearing about Gonza Life, but you're going to see and hear about Gonza Life on all the major radio stations, on all the TVs, not only the major, but also the local radio stations wherever our branches are. So you're going to hear about this campaign so that everyone in the country gets to know about Gonza Life. So we have sunk over 200 million shillings to ensure that this campaign is very successful. Thank you.
Any more questions, or we call it a day? Okay.
My name is Edwin Muhumuza, Capital Radio. My question is to do with how far Finca has gone in regard to the implementation of the ESG strategy. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Muhumuza. Capital Radio, our neighbor here. ESG, environmental, social, and governance as a strategy. It's a very interesting and latest terminology in the market. Let me give you a very brief story. You would be amazed that actually microfinance as a sector world over is very advanced when it comes to environmental and social governance. And I say this because in the early 2000s and late 90s, early 2000s, actually mid to second half of 2000s rather, Finca was one of the pioneers globally that formed a movement to try and actually create structures for defining minimum standards of responsible financial services. And this was done in collaboration with multiple microfinance institutions globally that defined, there were about 7, I think, basic areas of which we comply with social and environmental governance standards. Some of these to mention are protection of clients through avoiding over-indebtedness, with exclusion lists of areas that we may not finance that could affect the environment, all right? If, for instance, you are logging, you're in logging and cutting trees in forest reserves, FINCA will principles of responsible financial services within our operating structures, both at process level, into policy definitions, and on an ongoing basis, we review this as policies, government policies and regulations evolve. It's not a static position, and we'll continue to engage definitely stakeholders as we continue to mature our environmental and social governance structures at FINCA. Thank you very much. Very good question. Okay.
So for the last one, we'll ask Mr. Kakande to give us an overview in Luganda, if he doesn't mind. All cameras on the ED, please.
Thank you very much.
Luganda, sir.
Omulimu gumpeereddwa mulimu mwangu nnyo okwogera ku kampeni yaffe eya leero eya Gonza Life. Gonza Life kitegeeza kugonza bulamu. Ndowooza abasinga ffenna twagala obulamu nga butwanguyira. Era FINCA Uganda kyekoze olwaleero kwe kugenda tumanyi nti nno tebuyinza kuba bugonvu nga mutaka ono taliiwo gwe bayita ssente oba falanga oba pesa. So Gonza Life campaign yaffe egenda kuyamba bakasitoma baffe abalungi ennyo okuba nti nno bewangulira ku birabo. Bakasitoma bajja kusobola okuwangula ebirabo nga bateekayo ssente oba nga bajjayo. Waliwo okutereka n'okujjayo. Kasitoba nga otereka ssente oba okujjayo emirundi 4 mu wiiki, kitegeeza oba oyingidde butereevu mu kazannyo ak'okusobola okuwangula pikipiki 3, okusobola okuwangula amasimu ge bayita gaseereza 24, era ojja kuba osobola n'okuwangula system za solar 36 zetugenda okuba nga tugaba mu kaseera kano. Gonza Life agenda kutwala emyezi 3 ng'atandika leero ennaku z'omwezi nga 1 Augusito asembe oba akomekerezebwe ennaku z'omwezi 31 mu mwezi ogwa October. N'olwekyo bakasitoma baffe abalungi ennyo tubakubiriza okuba nti mwongera okutereka nga mutereka ssente ezitaka wansi wa mitwalo 6 emirundi 4 mu wiiki, oba okujjayo emirundi 4 mu wiiki okuba nti osobola okuyingira akazannyo ak'okusobola okuwangulira ebirabo ebyo. Tujja kuba nga tufuna abawanguzi buli wiiki, era oluvannyuma lw'emyezi gino 3 tujja kuba tufuna akazannyo gagadde oba grand draw mutujja okuba nga tusobola okuwangulira pikipiki n'ebirabo ebirala nfaafa. N'olwekyo abatannaba kutweyungako osobola okuggulawo account, olondeko FINCA ku ssimu oggulewo account. Bw'obanga oyina endagamuntu yo osobola bulungi okuggulawo account n'otandika okutereka oba okujjayo ne FINCA Uganda. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala okuwagira FINCA Uganda. statistics zitulaga oba ebibalo bitulaga nti nno abantu abasinga mu Uganda tebasobola kutuusibwako buweereza bwa nsimbi nga mu Uganda yonna abantu 11 ku buli 100 be basobola okutuukirira banka mu Uganda yonna. Kitegeeza nti nno abantu kumpi 9 ku buli 100 abantu abakulu bentegeeza tebasobola kutuukibwako buweereza bwa banka, tebasobola kutereka oba kwewola. N'olwekyo kampeni yaffe eno y'olwaleero egenda kuyamba abantu abo okuba nti nno basobola okutuukirira obuweereza obw'ebyensimbi nga beewola oba nga batereka ssente okusingira ddala ne Finka Uganda ebadde nammwe emyaka 31 beddu.
My name is Paul Bakabindi from BBS. Enteekateeka ya ng'aba Finka enteekateeka ya Parliament ku nsimbi etteeka ly'Abasiraamu kubanga ensimbi tezirina interest rates ezibawolebwa. Mwe nga Finka tteeka yammwe eriki?
Omugeye muganda wange Bakabindi nkweyanziza nnyo. Nga Finka Uganda twakafuna etteeka lino lyakayisibwa Parliament era President yakalisaako omukono omwezi guno oguwedde. N'olwekyo tukolaganira wamu ne banka yaffe enkulu etulungamya okuba nti nno tuteekawo ennungamya entuufu okubanga tusobola okubatuusaako Islamic banking oba kye tuyita obuweereza obwa bannaffe Abaisiraamu. N'olwekyo asiyinza kukubuulira kati nti tuteeseteese bwe kiti wabwe kiti paka nga tufunye okulungamizibwa okwo obulungi ennyo, era ebbanga lyonna balituusa okuba nti tufunye okulungamizibwa obulungi okuva mu banka yaffe enkulu, tujja kuba tusobola okubatuusaako oba okusoosotola ebyo byennyini tusobola okutuusaako abantu. Naye nga bw'ogambye era Islamic banking kitegeeza nti nno abantu beewola nga tebaleeta magoba naye nga mukolaganira wamu n'ekitongole nga Finka Uganda. Tetuyinza butawagira nteekateeka angeze kubanga era ne Islamic banking tekitegeeza nti tekuli magoba. Islamic banking kitegeeza nti nno mukolaganyira wamu n'ekitongole ekiwozi kyaki ky'ensimbi. N'olwekyo obeera ofuna nga n'ekitongole ekiwozi ky'ensimbi kikola ki kifuna. So tekitegeeza nti nno ekitongole ekiwozi ky'ensimbi tekigenda kufuna. So okufuna tekitegeeza magoba, wabula okufuna kitegeeza nti nno mugenda kukolaganyira wamu n'oyo akola ki agenda okwewola.
Ekisembayo eddoboozi nze Zakari Mugisha. Biri bibuuzo bibiri. Ekimu eno campaign egenda kuba edduka banka ki ya myezi 2 mwezi gumu egenda tutwala mwaka ogujja. Ekyokubiri balaze emitendera gye mugenda okuba nga mugabira mu ssente abo baagala ofuna loans. Zino loans ziri eri abantu abakozi ba business entini oba n'abakwata emisala mugenda kubanga mubatunuulira?
Omusajja wa Kabaka Mugisha neyanza nnyo ekibuuzo ekyo. Campaign eno egenda kutwala emyezi 3 ng'etandise olwaleero, era bw'oba tonnaba kuva wano genda oggulewo account mu bank oba kwata essimu yo onyige kamunyenye 203 kadaala oggulewo account obenga oyingira butereevu mwabo abasobola okuba nti nno bayingira campaign. N'olwekyo egenda kubanga etwala emyezi 3. Ekibuuzo ky'obuuzizza ekyokuba nti nno abantu aba business ntono bokka betuwola nedda nga Mwami Ssennoga bwe yabannyonnyodde, Finka Uganda ewola buli muntu abajjidde mu bibiina oba omuntu ssekinnoomu oba oli mu bizinesi oba oli mu byabusuubuzi oba oli mu byabulimi oba oyagala byakwekulaakulana bonna. So Finka Uganda ewola okuviira ddala ku muntu ayagala emitwalo 10 oba oliawo n'okukka wansi kubanga tulina ne mobile loans ezikka wansi w'emitwalo 10 okutuukira ddala ku bukadde nga 4. N'olwekyo si muntu alina business ntono yekka asobola okuwola ne Finka Uganda, wabula buli muntu yenna asobola okujja n'afuna ssente oba n'atereka ne Finka Uganda.
Erinnya Nzowora Gabriel kwa n'omukulu gwa Salt Media. Njagala okwongerako okutulambulirako ku nsonga bintu ki bye musinga okuteekamu ensimbi nga muli mu line ebya environmental social governance.
Webale musajja wa Kabaka, environment social governance mu Luganda okusinga kiba kya butonde okuba nti tukuuma obutonde bw'ensi n'okuba nti no bye tukola byonna tuyamba obutonde bw'ensi obwo obutazikirira. Nga Finka Uganda nga mukama wange byabanyonyodde okuva edda nedda nga mu bintu byaffe bye tukola byonna bisaayo nnyo omwoyo ku butonde bw'ensi kubanga tetukuwola ssente ng'ogenda kutema kibira, tetukuwola ssente nga ogenda kwonoona obutonde bw'ensi. So business zetuwola tukakasa nti nno business tetuwa ssente tegenda kwonoona butonde bwansi. Nga bwe kiri nti nno kati obutonde bw'ensi mulamwa mukulu nnyo okuva mu nsi yonna ne banka yaffe enkulu ne gavumenti. Finka Uganda era ekolaganira wamu n'ebitongole ebirala byonna byonna okulaba nga tulungamizibwa ku nteekateeka eno empya eze okulaba nti nno tufaayo kwongera amaanyi mu butonde bw'ensi mu bye tukola byonna nga tukendeeza ku mpapula ze tukozesa nga tufaayo nnyo ku bantu abaagala looni oba oliawo eza energy saving okozesa solar tovolaba tugenda gaba solar products. Tulina kampuni gyaffe gye tukolagana nayo eya Bright Life ekolagana ne solar egaba etunda stove ezitakosa butonde bwansi amataala n'ebirala byonna byonna. N'olwekyo Finka Uganda egenda kubanga esigala etambulira ku mulamu ogwo oba n'okugongeramu amaanyi okulaba nti obutonde bw'ensi bukuumibwa butiribiri kubanga Uganda yaffe ey'enkya. Ne Finka Uganda omwaka oguwedde bwe twaweza emyaka 3 abasinga mwatwegattako nga tusimba ebibira twasimba yiika 5 ez'ebibira omwaka oguwedde era n'omwaka guno nkakasa nti tugenda kwongerako okumala emyaka 5 nga tusimba ebibira okwongera okunyweza obutonde bw'ensi. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just a second. We want to say bye-bye to all our viewers online. Thank you very much for joining us. And thank you for being with us. The next part of the program, we will request that we take them off and continue with the next part of the program.